Hello, how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Morning Gardener. The reason why I'm doing this stream today, and this is the second stream actually being done. The other one, for some reason, YouTube put it looks like they did something to it where it had created a problem for them. But here's what I'm saying here, folks. Had a friend I called up today, and he was out shopping, and he saw that some things are changing in the stores, and they're limiting how much you can buy certain items. Water, for instance, it was like 5 gallons of water is limit per customer, in this particular store. Another one was he said Lysol, 3 cans for, hello, how you doing? All right. The thing about it was he found that the Lysol was being sold in bulk, and he's never seen that before in the store that he shops at, which he is a regular shopper there. I myself went through Walmart yesterday and saw that, like cold medicines and flu medicines, you can't really find what you want. They have some on the shelves, but people are cleaning out certain items. I saw that. And that really kind of, got me to thinking, your garden is a great asset, especially right now, because if they start to limit when you can go on the street or when you can buy certain items, if they do that, if they decide to do that, you want to make absolutely certain that you have a supply of food, and your garden will help you to do that. Also, great thing that I thought I did some years ago, I had it for almost 10 years now. I store water, which is in barrels. So I went on eBay, and I found a filtration system that screws right onto the hose outlet that I have, and it will filter water up to a certain number of gallons. What is it, 500 or 600, 800 gallons? It will filter water, so that will give me access to water if I ever need, water. And for some reason, I can't get access to my regular city pipes or whatever that may be. But food is going to be the issue. There was one broadcast that was on television, and they said that make certain that you have at least 2 weeks supply of food. And when they said that, immediately my garden came to mind, and I thought, grow as much as you can. I've been saying this all year. All year I've been saying this: grow as much as you possibly can. Make sure that you learn certain techniques on how to save your food, such as dry it or freeze it or can it. And you want to make sure that you understand how to do these things, because your garden is going to be an absolute asset. It's not just there to have fresh food, but in case you cannot get certain items, you can grow these items in your garden. So I think that that's very important as well. So what I did, I also went on eBay, which is something I do, and I purchased more seeds. I love your title. Oh, you love the title. Well, thank you. Thank you. And what I did is I made certain that I purchased certain seeds and I have bulk supply of seeds now, but just to make sure I had certain items that I liked or certain items that will grow even into the winter months, I made certain that I had those items all set up. So that's what I'm saying, folks, is that even if you don't have a really big garden, you could just find ways to grow in containers and grow just a little bit more so that you have these items on hand. Because with our system the way it is here in the U.S., we don't know what really is going on, and we want to make certain that we are prepared for the worst, but hope for the best. And I just wanted to say that and make certain that I put the word out that I'm just preparing. You never know. They're still, they were arguing at first about what numbers of people were actually infected. And now that the numbers are coming out, they're much higher than was told at first. And now we are still working on a vaccine, which that is in progress. Should have started human trials this week, actually. But you want to double check, because we're getting the information from the media, and we want to make certain that we check as many sources as possible to make sure that we're getting somewhere in the middle is the absolute truth of what's going on. But I checked my stocks of seeds and fertilizers. Like I said, chop and drop is one of the best ways I know. You can also use anything from branches to create fertilizer for trees. I cut them up into pieces. I put them around the base of my trees, and I allow them to feed my trees all year long, all winter long, whatever. I do that. Also, we produce a little bit more of our own fertilizer called urea. We produce our own natural fertilizer. And we also, like I said, can make this tea from grass and also from weeds. And so we have fertilizer in case fertilizers get too expensive, because prices are going to shoot up. Look for that. Look for that. In these day and time, we've seen it in other countries where they had masks that go over people's mouths. Some of them were $300. So they can always up prices because of the demand will be created. People can say, "This is what I want for this," and it's just so keep that in mind. Not to panic anyone, but to make certain that you just do little smart things to prepare yourself for the worst, but hope for the best, and make sure that you have something prepared. There are certain foods, dried foods that you can purchase, like beans and rice and things like that. And keep those stocked up on your shelves, because there's foods that will last for months and months and months, and you can always depend on them for nutrition, and also to get through this little rough edge we got, because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. We just know that that we're getting all these reports, and want to make sure that we are doing the best we can and look out for ourselves. So on that note, this is the Morning Gardener saying, just prepare yourself and make certain that you keep in mind that things are going to change. Cost of certain things that we buy now is going to change. Quantities of what we can purchase may change, but people are going to be changing their behavior and what they purchase, and try to hold on to some money. Hold on to some money, because buying things that you absolutely need and not things that are frivolous, because when these times come about, we are going to spend more money because things are going to be more expensive to purchase. So that being said, yes, already going up. You should get prepaid. Yes, you should definitely be prepared. Definitely be prepared, folks. So keep that in mind. And this is the Morning Garden. I don't want to stress anyone out. Good advice. Thank you very much, young lady. She said, I'm happy because I'm amazed, because I put one out earlier and they hit it. They hit it like that on YouTube. But I said, maybe because of the logo I had on my shirt, and I said, okay, we'll get back on and change this shirt and do something a little different. But definitely keep some cash on hand, folks. Keep it there. Keep it there in your pocket. Make sure you got it. Just make sure you're stocking something to the side, because when it get rough, the government is going to make sure the government survives. All right. That being said, this is the Morning Garden. Take care, and we're looking forward to our next stream, which is on Thursday. I think it's on Thursday. Well, you'll get the reminder. The reminder's out there, and it'll let you know ahead of time. This is the Morning Gardener. Remember to keep on growing. Thank you very much. Okay, I think I pushed the button and it's not doing anything. Okay. All right, there we go.